Hello, everyone, and welcome to our weekly style snack. If the last 2 years have taught me anything, it's to be flexible and to roll with the punches. And so that's why today this week we're having our weekly style snack on a different day. If you're new here, welcome. My name is April. And every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, I go live and share a style snack with you. But just because of the way life is right now, my schedule this week had to get shuffled, and so we're doing it today. We are doing a series right now about how to beat the winter blues with your wardrobe. And the calendar says spring is not due for, a while. But I'm ready to shed the winter blues. I know I'm not the only one who gets who is affected by too many cloudy days. We have less sunlight during this time of the year than ever. And then you add the rain, the snow, the clouds, and it can really affect your mood. Seasonal affective disorder is a very real thing. And I shared a few months ago about my struggle with anxiety and depression and how I got help very quickly through a telehealth company. And I made an appointment, and 2 days later, I had an appointment within 2 days. So I did it from the comfort of my own home, and I got a prescription that day. And within a few days, I felt an improvement. So if you're struggling with seasonal affective disorder, please reach out to your own healthcare provider or to a telehealth provider. Someone on my team can add the link here for the one that I use. There are other ones as well. This one is only available in the United States, but hopefully other countries have one, because you don't have to suffer. And sometimes medication is the right answer. And I have tried to be very vocal about this. Actually, this is not in my script at all. It's just popped out of my mouth. But I feel so passionately about this. I did not know I was so depressed and how bad my anxiety was until I had a screening, and I feel it. I didn't have to suffer that way for that long, and so I am all about sharing how to get help, because even once you know you have a problem, getting help feels like a mountain you can't even look at, much less climb. And it's just so easy to get help. And so I spread the word. It is so easy to get help. And if you're experiencing seasonal affective disorder or any type of depression and anxiety, medication can be a great option for you. These are healthcare professionals that all they do is work with depression and anxiety. So please reach out and get help. Okay, so back to what I was going to say. So aside from actual clinical depression, the long dark days can make anybody start to feel blue, right? The winter blues. And part of the reason I threw that part in there is I don't want to diminish seasonal affective disorder or actual depression, but there's the less severe version that other people can get, which is just the winter blues. We just haven't seen enough sun in a while. And there are things that you can do with your wardrobe to combat that. And I feel a sneeze coming on. So maybe it's just going to go away because it's not coming out. All right. So if you're feeling that way, what are you supposed to do? Growl like a hibernating bear who came out too early? Well, maybe, but you don't have to. Sometimes winter is just going to stay around for a while, and we have to stay in the thick, heavy sweaters, the boots, and the coats. There's just no way around it. We're not going to freeze. That's not I'm a function over fashion girl every time. But we can transition the feel of our outfits to spring with color while we stay warm. And so in this series that we're doing, I'm sharing a tip each week to help you transition your outfits from to feel like spring even when it's winter. And last week I shared about how you can use pattern to bring more spring into your winter wardrobe. And today we're going to have a spring fling with color. When we want to mentally shed winter, we can get the vibe with color. So the first thing you can do is look at your neutrals. Neutrals are the foundation of every wardrobe and most outfits. And it's a great place to lighten up your color palette without sacrificing warmth. So I've got lots of pictures to share. Hold on. Sorry. The first thing we're going to do is step away from black. Black is my soul color, and I feel a little heretical saying step away from black. I love black, but this time of year, this is when I really stop wearing as much black, and I tend to transition to navy. It's the ever so slightly nicer and lighter sister to black, and it lightens your outfits just a little bit. So I had opened the wrong picture. I have this coat in two colors. I have it in navy. The first two pictures you see are the navy ones. And then this middle one is black. And then here we've got another navy coat. But these are identical except for the fact that one is black and one is navy. And just by switching to navy, it lightens it up just the tiniest bit. And even though it's snowing in the first picture, that was legit snow. I didn't add some kind of effect. It was actually snowing. It just doesn't feel quite as heavy and dark as black would. And these are just pictures of, but mostly all navy outfits. But switching to navy just lightens it up a little bit of the seriousness of black. And because the sky is the darkest in the winter, we have the fewest hours of daylight, the sun sits lower in the sky, and the night is just blacker. The shadows are deeper. And as we head towards spring, the sky lightens a little bit, the shadows get a little lighter, and navy instead of black. And it really just, it doesn't, I want you to try it. Just try it out and tell me if you don't notice a difference. I switch from black booties to navy booties, my black bags to my navy bag, and it just changes the mood and season. And if you're anything like me, if you own it in black, you own it in navy as well. So the next tip you can do is lighten up the rest of your neutrals. Most neutrals come in a spectrum of saturation from the very lightest to the very darkest. And by choosing the lighter versions of your favorite neutrals, you can lighten up the whole outfit. So instead of charcoal, espresso, and camel, try the lighter versions. And even adding a metallic neutral can brighten things up really fast. So let's look at these. In the first one, she's wearing a light clear navy vest. I don't really get these sleeveless long coats, but it looks really pretty on her. But it's just a much lighter charcoal. It's not charcoal, a lighter icy kind of gray. Even though it's paired with all black, it just lightens the whole thing up. In the second one, she's got on a variety of camels and beiges with some white jeans. In the middle, I've added a silver moto jacket, it's got a nice reflective sheen, and that lightens everything up. In the fourth picture, I'm wearing a stone colored pair of pants. And then on the right, she has on those light gray booties and that creamy sweater. And so even though these are all warm outfits, I could change from flats to booties in these and put on my, warmer coat with the fourth one, my navy coat, because I'm wearing a navy turtleneck in that outfit. And I am still perfectly winter appropriate, but it's just lightened up a little bit. And here are a few more. Just other neutrals. On the left, I'm wearing an espresso brown sweater. I haven't taken an actual outfit picture in 3 months because I've been dealing with long COVID. I haven't hardly put on any outfits because I was too sick to get out of bed. So the few times I did get out of bed and felt okay, I just took a picture in my bedroom mirror. So that's a brown espresso brown sweater, and I'm wearing a mid-rinse denim and brown booties, and my leopard print bag has a lighter background. In the second one, I'm wearing a really light wash pair of jeans. In the third one, I'm wearing those stone colored pants and a I don't even know what you call it color, like a darker flax colored sweater and some camel flats. And then in the last one, I'm wearing like an oatmeal coat over and it's a warm coat. It's a winter coat, but I'm wearing it over an all black outfit. So these are just other ways that you can lighten up your neutrals. And then finally, wear more white. You can wear white jeans, a white sweater, a white scarf, white coat, white anything paired with, anything lightens it up. It just add more white to your outfit. White earrings, wear patterns that have more white in them. Like I just mentioned with my leopard bag, it has a light background, and white visually lightens everything up, and it will lighten your outfit up, and it will automatically feel like you're moving towards spring. And if white feels too stark for you in the winter, I know some people really struggle with wearing white in the winter. It just feels too harsh, especially on bottom. Try wearing a winter white or a stone khaki color, a light gray, or other really light neutrals, whatever your favorite neutrals are. So here are some examples of wearing more white and also wearing, some lighter neutrals. They're all wearing light pants except for me. I'm wearing a white sweater, and they've also paired it with their lighter neutrals. Let's be honest, these pictures were taken for Instagram, and so they're wearing bare ankles and high heels in the freezing cold. We're going to wear boots, or at least I would. If I'm wearing a sweater that heavy, my feet will be cold, so I'm going to wear boots. So just mentally put boots in there, but otherwise, I felt like these were really great examples, and they're not pictures of me. So I love to show other examples when I can. And these are very warm outfits, but they still feel lighter. They feel like spring is on the way. Like tomorrow, the crocuses could be up. The next tip is to change your color palette. And I don't mean if you're a winter, start wearing autumn or spring or summer colors. No. That's not what I mean at all. Always wear the general color palette that flatters your skin tone, the version of colors that flatter your skin tone. But I'm talking about which colors from your color palette you choose. Basically, I want you to think about Easter egg colors. Can you buy peeps in that color? Then it's a yes. Include those brighter Easter egg colors like pink, yellow, green, blue, and purple in your outfits. And then when you pair them with navy, white, and other lighter neutrals and mix them together, even in small doses, suddenly it feels like spring. And it doesn't mean they have to be pastels either. Whatever your season is, choose your version of those colors and wear those. So let me show you a couple of those. And particularly when you pair them with these lighter neutrals, it takes them from, because a lot of these they're the same colors and items that I wear in the winter. They're the exact same sweaters and things I'm wearing in the winter, but by pairing them with navy and lightening up my neutrals, like the first picture, I'm a column of blue. I'm not wearing any black. I'm not wearing any black in any of these. These are all dark wash jeans. The second picture, I've got a hot orange and a hot pink striped sweater. I'm wearing this icy blue sweater and silver booties in the middle. Moving over one more, I've got on an icy pink sweater with a burgundy sweater and burgundy flats, and I've got my metallic silver bag, and that brightens it up a lot. And then the last one, I'm wearing turquoise with purple, and again, that bright silver bag just brightens everything up. If I wore the blue sweater or the purple sweater or any of these with black instead, they would automatically be more wintry. These are my winter clothes. I'm not diving into my spring clothes. These are my winter sweaters. I'm just wearing the colors that the colors that remind me of spring, and I'm pairing them with these lighter neutrals that make them a little lighter. Another thing you can do is to change up the color combinations when you change up the colors that you're wearing. So there are certain color combinations that bring to mind certain things. We just can't help it. If you're in the United States, red, white, and blue brings up pretty much any of our patriotic holidays. Red and green automatically make you think of Christmas. Red, green, and yellow is ketchup, mustard, and relish. Like color combinations have meanings to us. And so when you choose these color combinations of spring, of what you would see in a spring bouquet, again, what you would see in those Easter baskets, you're going to subconsciously trigger spring in the mind and in your body. You'll just feel it. So here's some examples. You know, she's got two different blues and a green on. She's wearing blue and green, and we've got some yellow and blue, some blue, white, and pink here. And all these pictures will be in the blog post when it goes live later today. So you can come back and check out all these inspiration photos as much as you want. Yellow and pink, purple and blue. She's got blue, yellow, and maybe red, pink and purple. I mean, hello, spring. And these are definitely winter clothes. That is a heavy coat with the fur collar. So that's a heavy cable knit sweater, but her outfit screams spring, but she's not freezing. Her teeth aren't chattering. So you can still wear your winter clothes, just pick the ones that have and create those color combinations that are going to make you feel like winter will end someday. And my final tip for you is just to wear more color. You know, in the winter, I don't know about you, but I just tend to wear less color in the winter overall. I just do. My clothes get darker with the days, and sometimes my mood does too. And I just wear less color. And in the spring, we tend to start bringing out more color. It's not like anybody tells us to do these things. We just do them automatically because we're following Mother Nature, whether we mean to or not. And so when the days get longer and the flowers start to come up, we feel permission to wear more color and more colors together because that's what the earth is doing. Think of all the flowers that are popping up and all the color combinations that you see in the gardens and the landscaping around you. Well, if we're seeing that in the gardens, we feel like we can do it in our outfits. And I'm here to give you permission to get a head start on Mother Nature. You can start doing it now. It doesn't have to be in big giant doses. Some of these pictures I shared with you are much bigger doses just to, make a point. But even adding a little more color can help. And it can really lift your mood. Color can really affect your mood a lot. And it's one of my favorite things to talk about and one of my favorite things to study. So in this first outfit, I'm wearing head to toe, well, shoulder to knee, hot pink, right? I think that was a Valentine's-y outfit I had on. In the second one, I'm wearing a column of navy, but I've got this pretty blue duster on. In the middle one, I'm wearing navy again, and I've got that really bold, punch you in the face pink sweater. I've got my shiny metallic silver bag, and it's hard to see it, but the booties I'm wearing have a cobalt blue cap toe. And they're much more noticeable in real life, but they're not so crazy. They look like clown shoes. This is navy with these bold pink stripes that really lift my mood. And then in the last one, I've got navy with this burgundy pink color, and I've added a little extra pop of color with that turquoise pendant necklace there. So it doesn't have to be head to toe. It doesn't have to be tons. Just whatever you feel comfortable wearing is plenty. So I hope this gave you some ideas of how you can use color to influence your mood, to channel what you wish for and what is coming. I promise spring will come. It happens every year. It's never failed yet. So now's the time when if you're just done with it because it's almost February, you can use the colors to fake it till we make it. So if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comment box. We'll chat. It's always my favorite time. And I would love to know how you use color to brighten your mood and to lift your mood, how you channel the happiness with your wardrobe. Caron says, excellent information. Well, thank you. I think she was talking about when I was sharing about how to get help for your depression or if you have seasonal affective disorder. And we put a link in the comments here for anyone who needs help because it's fast and easy. You don't even have to leave your house and you don't have to suffer. So see, someone else, I can't see your name, says, thanks for the tips on transitioning to spring. The photo examples you provide are always helpful in reinforcing the concepts you discuss. Well, thank you. And thank you for being here. I'm a very visual learner. And so when it comes to topics like this, you can talk to me about it all you want. And I'm just like, totally. I have no idea what you're talking about. I need to see it in action and then I can do it. So I love images and so I love to share them. So I'm glad they're helpful to you too. Someone else says, can we talk about your gorgeous earrings? The ones I'm wearing, can you see them? Well, absolutely we can. I love them. These are new. I had them custom made by someone on Etsy because I saw something similar to these, but I wanted them and I ordered them and I liked them a lot, but they were a little narrower than what I wanted. I wanted them wider. And they also had a lever back, the one that pops like this. And they came undone too easily. So anyway, I couldn't find any like I wanted. So I found someone on Etsy who makes them. And I just said, hey, can you make them bigger and wider for me? And she did. But what I love about these, I do love that they're posts instead, is they have what's called a knife edge. Let's see if I can show you this. Do you see that? And that's what I really love about them. Just a little stabby and sharp, but not too over the top. And yeah, I love them. So thank you. Karan says, changing to blue is a great idea to move from black and gray. Oh, it's my favorite tip. I mean, it changes everything. And I love navy. I do. And so this is the time of year when I really don't wear very much black. The sweater I'm wearing now is navy. It might look black, but it's definitely navy. And it just changes it up. Noreen says, I'm using fun pops of color in my masks. Today I'm wearing a pink mask. That's a fantastic idea. I don't wear fun masks. That's not true. Most of mine are black. I do have a couple of leopard ones that I want, but it never fails to make me smile when I see other people wearing fun, colorful, creative masks, this one lady had one with Swarovski crystals all over it. And I was like, that is the fanciest mask I've ever seen. And I love it. And she was like, oh, thanks. My friend made it for me. And I was like, I love that mask. And they have like a big smile on them or a really cool pattern. And I love it. It makes me smile. I can only imagine that it makes other people smile as well. And since it's no fun to be out there wearing masks and you can't see people smiling at you and they can't see you smiling at them, I think it's just we can't interact a lot right now in public, so it's a nice way to safely interact. Adrian, thank you for putting your name, says, I love this style snack. Thank you. Now I want to dig out my bright yellow sweater. One little secret trick I do to get through the winter that is not fashion related is to visit a garden store. I just went yesterday solely to smell the dirt and feel the humidity and see the pretty flowers and colorful pottery. Adrian, that is an amazing, amazing tip. I'm totally going to do that because I love to garden and I love the smell of dirt and I am dying to do some spring planting. This is my spring. I'm going to be able to plant. That's a fantastic tip. Thank you. That can only brighten someone's mood. And a lot of them have, like if you're going into a greenhouse and the sunlight's coming in too, if it's a sunny day, that's wonderful. Cherry says, do you experience any improvements in mood with smells? Smells can very much affect your mood. I have never considered seeking out smells specifically to change my mood, but that's a great idea. Favorite candle. So people change out candle. I'm not a huge scented candle person. I'm sensitive to scents. I love the idea of candles. This is the one I like. And then I don't want to burn them and waste them because I like it. And so then I don't use it. It's really dumb. I know that. This was a gift and I've not used it at all, but I love the smell of it. And sometimes I'll just take the lid off and hold it in my face. But that's a great idea because people who do burn scented candles do change the scents by the season. I mean, in August, it's pumpkin spice, everything, candles and air fresheners. And in the winter, we buy but pine scented, this, that, and the other. So what would be the scents that you would pull out for spring? Because that's a fantastic idea. I love that idea. Penny says, I love black. I love blue with black and white. Oh yeah, I do too. And I'm not saying you can't wear black. That was a tip, not, you can choose any of these tips that work for you. You don't have to use any of them, but I'm not saying you have to do all of them in every outfit. And if any of them don't work for you, don't do them. But quantity of black will definitely affect how it feels. Noreen says, I have a sparkly mask too from Fifth Avenue Jewelry. Ooh, you put a picture? I would love to see it. I love the sparkly ones. Kayla says, I love the juxtaposition of winter and spring and how we can express our anticipation of color and crisp light outside. There is a lot of versatility at this time of year. Thanks, April. Well, you're welcome. And I love how eloquently you stated that. I'm stumbling a lot today over my words. So that was beautifully put. Thank you. Wendy says, Demeter has a fragrance called Dirt, which I love. I've never heard of that one, but my kids have a fragrance called Dirt too. It's natural. We can't bottle it for you, unfortunately. But when my kids, my older kids now, I don't sniff them so much because they've reached the age that would be weird. But when my two younger ones come inside, I'll give them a big sniff and I'll say, you smell like dirt. Why is that? Or I'll say, you smell like outside. I know why they smell like dirt. It just makes them laugh when I sniff them and say that. Lisa says, see candle use as being in the now. I know. And I'm always advocating, don't save your special clothes for special things. Candles are like the only thing that I do that with. My husband got me a candle in my perfume scent, and I love it. I've lit it a couple of times when I take a bath. But I just really good candles can be really expensive. And so I hoard them because they run out, Anyway, should I burn this one today? It's sandalwood vanilla. And I really like it. I love sandalwood anything. So Lisa, that's a great tip. See the candle use as being in the now. You're right. Well, and I also, this is true. I burned scented candles, obviously the super, super cheap ones when I was in college. And one day I was sitting in my room in college studying, and I had one of my candles lit, and all of a sudden the glass just blew up. It exploded, and it wasn't the end of, I don't know why it did it. The candle was probably down to here in a jar this tall, but the glass just went whoosh, and it scared me. I mean, it could have started a fire if I hadn't been sitting right there, and the wax went all over my dresser top, and that I confess that had a big impact on me. And so even if you're burning candles and just going room to room, I'm nervous about not being near a candle that's lit. I mean, this is metal. I don't think this one will explode, but a lot of candles are in glass containers. So, yeah, don't ever leave your candles unattended and lit. They're a little safety warning for you. But you're right. I'm going to start using them because they're good. I like them. I don't even know what this one is. I've got two on my desk. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I love these style snacks and spending time with you, and the chats that we have after are always my favorite part. Next week, we will be back at our normal time on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and I will be sharing the next tip in this series to help you beat the winter blahs with your wardrobe and channel the fact that spring will come. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll see you soon.